What's going on, Legionnaires? Welcome to the episode of the Legion of Comic Correction, where we talk all things comic books. We are looking at the last episode of the Book of Boba Fett. Yeah, it was, you can't.
Well
nothing
done.
else but this. So good.
No, now Logan's just being obnoxious.
Before we jump into it, though, guys, if you are new, don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that bell so you can hear about all our latest episodes when they come out. Go back down to the description. Click on those links. They go all over the place. They go to our Patreon page. They also go to our legionofcc.com where you can get sweet merch. Like that. Sweet merch like that. And sweet merch like this. So head on over there and support if you can. Become a Patreon member for exclusive content. Actually, right now, our Patreon supporters of any of the tiers, 3, 5, or 10, they're all getting the option to vote on some things. They just finished up a polling on what our new merch will be. They voted on a sweet phone case. So we're going to be designing that.
Phone case?
Sending that out. And right now, they are creating a post or a poll on what we should do our next correction on. So if you want to be a part of that, join at any tier and then vote for us because we want to know what we want to talk about.
That's right.
But today we're talking about Boba Fett.
We're actually talking about Boba Fett.
Yeah,
Boba Fett was in this episode.
He was in pretty much all the episodes.
He was there the whole time. It was so good to see him
Christmas
back.
miracle.
It was so good to see him back. We haven't seen him in 3 episodes.
You know what?
It's funny because it's true.
What he's been doing though is he's been training
Calculating.
the Rancor.
Yeah, but clearly.
Clearly. That Rancor kicked butt in this episode.
That's
man.
right. This was
crazy.
So this was
So much
everything nearly. I'm gonna put a nearly because there's a few things, but this was nearly everything we wanted.
Kind of like a
Real
full
close.
Sunday. Full Sunday it's a good Sunday, but there was a couple toppings missing.
Yeah, I'm with you. Except for the fact that when you said a full Sunday, I thought you were talking about the day of the week. So
No, like an ice cream sundae.
yeah,
Today is not
I got it
Sunday.
now.
It was
I
missing
got
the
it now.
cherry or maybe like the peanuts.
Yeah, so I was lost. So I didn't get what you were saying.
It's okay. We're used to that.
It was still a good episode.
It was a great episode. Great episode.
Yeah, firing all cylinders, not just fan service again. We had some great stuff coming in.
Thank God it wasn't just fan service.
We talked about this a lot actually, where we were saying, how are they going to end this well for everybody?
Yeah.
And they pretty much did.
They had to give time for everybody to be able to shine.
Yeah,
but the other thing
pretty
was
much did.
it was an hour episode. So
Yes.
that was the first key out the gate. They had to make sure that they were giving it actually enough time to this fight. And when you think about it, to be honest, the fight wasn't even the majority of the episode. The majority of the episode was the build up to the fight and everything that went into that. We got so many different layers to the actual battle. It was layer upon layer upon layer. It was at least a 7-layer depth.
It's like an onion.
It's got layers.
It's got layers.
Yeah.
Yeah, like an onion.
Ogres are like onions.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah, I agree with that.
It was good. Lots of build up, but lots of good things. What did you like about it, Henry? What didn't you like about it? Right?
What did
you like?
You want to start with what I didn't like?
Sure. Let's do that.
All right.
I
So
don't know. That's dangerous. You always tell me not to start with the negative.
well, when
you
there's
know
too
why?
many good
Because
things, it's more of a push to do the bad things.
All right,
go ahead.
There's
Go
fewer,
ahead.
less time
Yeah,
spent.
but when Logan does the negatives, it just
Yeah, that's true. There's endless.
I know you'll restrain
Yeah,
yourself.
I will.
Let's hear it.
First thing, sad to see Cad Bane go. It is what it is.
Yeah, spoiler.
But
is that a bad thing? Because I thought the way he went was perfect.
I didn't say the way he
said it
went.
was
I
just
just said
sad.
it's sad to see him go.
It's sad.
But, well,
That's
no,
all.
I'm
Character
sorry.
His time is done.
Then I am sorry. I was viewing it as we were asking what were some of the bad things.
Well,
didn't
I was
think
asked
the
if that's what you're.
Yes, that's what I'm
Oh,
saying.
okay. I was.
Yeah.
Just remember.
Okay.
Oh,
Thanks.
okay.
So-
Logan interrupted again.
So for Harry, it was for him it was sad. It was sad to see Cad Bane die. What are you trying to do? Oh, you muting him? We found that doesn't work. He steals microphones.
It's fine.
What? Did something happen?
So you didn't like Cad Bane going.
See how that
Was
worked?
there anything else you
See
didn't
how
like?
that worked?
What?
Anything else you didn't like?
Well, no, the Cad Bane thing was not that he's gone. It was sad to see him go.
True.
We're gonna get sidetracked on that again.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
No.
He didn't have
With you.
his thruster boots on. A little disappointed in that.
Yeah.
Because we got a whole lot of jetpack action from the 2 bounty hunters.
Sick
Jetpack
action.
Cad Bane, he had the flamethrower and he had his
did.
pistol. That's pretty much it, right?
Yeah, his dual wielding pistols.
Which he did dual
Hat's
wield.
a little small.
which was
Said
pretty
that before, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
But he dead now, so it don't matter.
He went out like a boss.
Yeah.
He went out in the best way possible.
Yeah.
Yo, he almost killed Boba.
The only
real
one
close.
The only one who was allowed to take him down after everything we've seen in the Clone Wars, after his whole story arc, was Boba. You know, we talked about before the previously cut scene where Boba gets the bullet in the head.
That's something I wish they
And
kind of.
I wish we wish on that flashback.
Yeah.
We wish that we had that flashback. They
Or just
alluded,
a-
they alluded to it a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then
kind
they
of.
didn't, and then they didn't do any flashback with it. But
That's right, though.
they gave us enough of like the father-son mentor dynamic.
Right. The last lesson I'm going to teach you.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
how he goes, I'm not a kid anymore.
Yeah.
You know, when he's about to.
Mm-hmm.
That was a great line. That was
So,
really good.
that's-
Tamara Morrison, I could never imagine Tamara Morrison as a kid, though.
No,
Like, I just
Probably some
imagine.
scary kid.
Tamara Morrison has
just imagine-
been
I imagine a
exactly
little-
the way he looks all of his
That's what I'm
entire
saying.
life.
He's like Morgan
I imagine
Freeman
just
Yes.
a little
Yes.
guy.
and Keanu Reeves.
But you know
Tom
what?
Cruise.
Here's the thing, though.
Nah, Tom Cruise is
I've
bomb.
seen pictures of all of them as kids. Like I've seen Morgan Freeman as a really young man. Like I've seen pictures of him, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But I feel like I've never seen Tamara Morrison as a kid. So like I feel like
They don't exist.
he'd just be a little.
He's always been an adult.
Yeah.
No, he's just a child with his head.
No, he was just a
Same
clone.
face.
I could
Just
totally see
little
that.
kid
Clone.
with that same face.
With
He
those
was a clone.
very, very veneer-looking teeth. and-
He was
Yo,
advanced
big
in
teeth,
age
man.
very quickly.
yeah.
I guess so. Well, no,
Yeah.
he wasn't. Boba wasn't.
The thing that I thought was really cool
Boba
was
aged naturally.
so clearly we knew in that battle, right?
Yeah.
That Cad Bane was faster despite him being older now.
Right.
and,
Yo, he was
everything.
quick, man.
He's real quick.
He shot him
Well, I mean,
before Boba
real
only
quick.
got
Kind of-
halfway up.
Yeah, it's just kind of
Boba's
like,
already has it pulled. That's the thing that's
Right.
crazy is
Yeah, his
he's
gun was
so
out.
fast. Boba already
He was
has
like,
the rifle half
Right.
up, and he
Yeah.
can get him still.
but it's also using a rifle instead of a pistol.
I
That
agree.
was his own
I agree.
fault.
I'm not-
He had a
I'm not-
pistol.
I'm
He
not
could
debating
use
I
a
know.
pistol.
I don't know why he didn't
I
use
don't-
that.
I
He didn't
don't
use
know
it
either.
at all.
During when him and Mando were having that standoff, he did pull out his
Did he?
pistol a few times. Yeah,
I didn't
yeah,
see
yeah,
him
he
pull a
did.
pistol.
Oh no, he did. He did.
There was
He's
one
right.
time when
he's right.
he got the rifle like shot out of his hand, and then he
Everything
pulled out.
was used.
Oh, I know.
in the Mando,
Oh, man.
Boba
Yeah.
standoff.
That was one thing I wish I
that
would
was
have
good.
saw a little bit of.
Streets.
A little bit more of was more of the
Yeah.
dark saber.
Yes,
But they're gonna play
Yes.
into that a whole lot in the Mandalorian
next.
series.
Yeah, the
So,
Mandalorian
it's
series.
fine.
Sure.
and he doesn't know how to use it yet. Like, and they're
Right.
still getting to that. Like,
Yeah,
he
we saw
needs
that.
to figure
It's
out.
the only
how to
part
use
that
it.
we saw of him using it. Is just,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Though he cut the droid's arm
Yeah.
off, like big turret gun
Yeah.
off, and
Yeah.
stabbed him. That was cool.
Yeah.
So I thought that standoff was great, but you got to see with the helmet off, Tamara Morrison and like his Maori background and his culture and like the look
Yeah, the
on his
ferocity.
face when
Yeah.
he took down Cad Bane with the Tusken Raider staff
Yeah.
was insane.
Yeah.
That scene, the second he got close, I gotta believe some of that is calculated by Boba. That far
Yeah.
away,
Maybe.
the 10 paces,
Right.
Cad Bane's got him every day. Cad
Yeah.
Bane, that would be good.
Cad Payne.
Cad Bane.
Is it like a Max Payne sequel?
It's like it's a good
Cad
like
Bane
Gloomhaven
starring?
name.
Yeah.
No, I think I think we remake the Max
Cad
Payne
Payne.
movie,
With
but with
Cad Bane.
in it.
Pain.
Wow.
Cad Payne.
Wow. But so 10 paces, Cad Bane's got him every day.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
He's
Bring him in
got him.
close.
He brings him
Yeah.
in close. And when you're that close with the Tusken Raider staff,
Yeah.
he's got you.
Well, it's going back
Boba's
to what he
got
was
him.
learning in
Exactly
the beginning
where he
of
wants him.
in the beginning of the series.
Right.
You're
yeah,
very,
yeah,
you're
With his
very right.
Tusken Raider family.
right.
Family.
That like Cad Bane
Right.
was just like trash talking the
poked him
whole
in it. Yeah,
time.
he poked
He
him
poked
on
the
that.
bear. Yeah,
Yeah,
he
yeah,
poked
yeah.
the bear.
Poked him, but-
And he got the claws.
Yeah, and Cad Bane went even, like, he was just, like, betraying everyone, though.
He didn't care.
Like,
Oh,
he
he
gave
He's
him
an
no
old man with
rips.
nothing to lose.
That's
never
exactly
cares.
right. That
He's
is
into
an old lion backed into a corner
Yeah.
and just
Yeah.
gives no rips at
he,
that point.
he honestly probably wanted to die.
Yeah.
He had nothing else to live for.
Well, he wanted, who's going to take him out?
Right.
Who's
Boba
going to take him
Fett.
out?
That's it.
Boba Fett.
Boba.
Only
If
way
he
to go.
can't take down, like at that point, Cad Bane probably has in his mind, this is the only person in the galaxy.
That wouldn't be embarrassed getting killed by.
Right.
Yeah.
He probably
Right.
wanted to die by him.
Probably.
Yeah, if anybody's going to take him out.
Cad Bane goes to the Pikes Syndicate and the mayor.
Yep.
And he's literally getting all of the dirt.
Yeah.
He's finding out that the hit on the Tusken
Yeah,
Raiders
was
was
from the
organized
He
by
asked
the
them,
Pikes.
he's
and
like,
it's
does he know this? And they're like, no.
They're absolutely
Nope.
not. We covered it up. We planted evidence.
First thing he tells
First
Boba
thing
Fett,
out of his mouth.
Guess
"Did you know that
what?
they killed your family?"
Yeah. Yeah, he gives no rips. He just
No.
immediately leads off with that.
Poke the bear, man. Poke the
Yeah.
bear. Well, and
It almost worked.
But yeah,
and it
I was gonna
almost
say,
worked because
Yeah.
that would have been the time
was
he
The
goes
MVP
down.
came in.
he was right. Yeah,
She got the ball game.
Let's
No.
be
Game ball.
honest.
Yeah,
Let's
she
be honest.
wins the prize for this episode.
Not just her. I think your
Yeah.
point was really, really good when we were watching the episode, which is like this was a battle of old bounty hunters, but the people who made the difference in the battle were the new bloods.
Yeah.
And you have Mando, you've
Mando
got
and
Fennec. They are the new blood.
And
they
Baby
are
Grogu.
they are the top dogs. But what they're doing is they see the honor in Boba,
Right.
and they're
They stick
backing
by him, yeah.
him.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
giving the respect that he deserves. Number one.
Right.
Finally,
About time.
somebody shows
About time.
Boba the respect he deserves.
Yo, and he went in, man.
How stupid!
He
I
went
gotta be
in.
honest. This is what I know. We talked about it. I know I brought it up every time.
Yep.
But
Every
how
time.
stupid are those families? Those
They're just
families
they're
all
dumb,
turn on
proud
him.
people.
So, but and that's
So
true.
stupid.
But but here,
They sat at the table.
Yeah.
They looked him in the eyes.
yes, but
And Fennec.
But
and Chrysanthemum. They walked out of there alive.
yeah, they did. But do you know who is?
Chrysanthemum should have just ripped all their arms off.
You know who's?
Yeah, or at least one.
But by reputation, I would say the Pikes are more renowned for their power than Boba is.
For their power, yes.
So,
Yeah.
so the families are thinking we're going to side with the Pikes. The
Right.
Pikes.
I guess.
protect
Well, that's what
us,
they
the
said in
Pikes
there.
protect
That was
us.
a smart move.
It was a smart
Exactly.
move. You're
Smart
right.
move.
You're
So,
right.
so like,
Yes.
yeah, I mean, it stinks.
But
'cause
it was a dumb move.
Well,
Right.
yeah, it stinks
But it was
because
dumb.
we know.
Yeah.
But we're on the outside, knowing that Boba is our protagonist.
I don't
They're
know.
on the
Right.
inside
In a
saying
similar
the Pikes
position. In a
have-
similar position.
I think I'd side with the
Backed in a
Pikes.
corner.
I think I'd side with the Pikes. The Pikes have all the power.
This is why I'm a Sith and you're a Jedi.
No, I mean,
because
I
you
agree with
lose.
Logan.
Because you lose.
Well, but
You're gonna go up against Boba Fett
No.
and Mando?
Absolutely
Again,
not.
Those two, you're just like,
Again,
they're screwed.
That's all.
But again-
they almost took down the Pikes by themselves before
But they
Freetown
didn't
even
know.
rolled in.
they didn't know. So here's the you
They're
got
out
you
there
got to
just
remember.
eating bullets.
You got to remember, Boba's been gone for a really long time, and these people are going to have much more, especially because the spice trade has been all over Tatooine. They're going to have this much more familiarity of the Pikes being this overwhelmed. They worked with Darth Maul in the
I hear
past.
you.
They're
I
powerful.
hear you.
They're a big organized crime unit.
You're right.
Yeah.
Boba's just
I
trying
just
to do
think.
his thing.
I think the thing that is
It's
highlighted
smarter
in this,
to go to the Pikes, even though they lost.
in this series, I think the thing that is highlighted more than anything,
Yeah.
and I think this is an amazing thing that like Boba is working. He's naming for Fennec. He's naming for Mando.
Right.
Even,
Yes, I know where you're going with this.
is that they the bounty hunters are smarter,
Yes.
stronger.
Yes.
They should be the people
They
in
should be the
charge,
winners. Yeah, the leaders.
not taking orders from people, but they should be the one giving the orders.
Yes. Yes.
And the disrespect for bounty hunters in the galaxy,
Yes.
you see it across the board. We saw it
They're just
on
hired
Ringworld.
guns.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
fine.
We saw
That's
it.
what they look
We
like.
saw it in on Tatooine. We see it in all these different places in the galaxy, and it's just like, are you dumb? Are you dumb?
Yeah,
Right.
Like
yeah,
you
yeah,
can
yeah.
hire these guys, but don't disrespect them. Put some respect on the name
Right.
and know who you're talking to, and know at any moment any one of these guys could
In
be
the name
hired.
of honor.
But they could be hired at
Yeah.
any moment
Right.
to turn on
You
you.
give them $1 extra, they will turn on
Sure.
you.
But
Yeah.
not even just that. They could just do whatever they want. I
Right.
think Mando gave a great example of that. He rolls up with the head, in episode 5.
Yeah, and then
right?
Then
And he's just like, and they're like,
I
sit
can go
with
to
us.
somebody
Or he's
else.
like,
Yeah, we're not gonna
I
pay
will
you.
take this somewhere
Right.
else. I really don't care.
Yeah, he's like, I got offered
Yeah.
more money for this. He's like, but what you have is important.
I
to me.
want the
But
information.
like, why? I'm not with you. I would
Well-
side with Boba because of the way they had were numbers.
But
they
wait,
had
that's what I'm
numbers
saying, though.
and not skill,
That's
loyalty, respect. Those were the things that turned the
Oh,
tide in this battle.
I 100% agree with you, but I'm just saying, as a layperson or as a crime family in the universe of Star Wars, I would have sided with the Pikes. Like it just makes
It's a
sense.
safe bet.
It
It's
just
a safe
makes
bet.
sense
Safe.
inside the universe.
Safe play.
I agree with you.
Not a safe play type of guy.
Yeah. Well,
Life's too short
this
to take
goes
the
back,
over.
but this goes back to what Harry was saying before. I think you were saying it while we watched the episode, but like their power and their money like makes them blind to what they're doing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, so-
definitely.
Yes.
They think
Yes.
I can just buy this dude. I can just buy him to
Right.
do this. I can just buy her to kill this person. I can buy him to kill this person. You know, and they don't ever think it's going to come back and bite them.
The consistent thing there is, though, look at all the bounty hunters that came behind him. Like, I mean,
Right,
he
yeah.
has in his court. He got
Yeah.
Fennec. He turned Fennec
That's all
to be
he
able
needs.
to support him. That's all.
Fennec and
Transparently,
Chrysanthemum, that's all he needed.
transparently, Fennec went out there. So I kind of hoped at the end. This is one thing that I had hoped was,
Yeah.
the scene where all of the families and the Pikes and the mayor were all in the office together.
Yes.
Instead of them all being sniped, shot, and strung up by Fennec, I had kind of hoped that they were like disarmed and Boba and the whole crew walk in
Like
and
kicking the
intimidate.
door and-
kick in the door. Boba just walks in, establishes authority, kills them all. But
Throws a thermal detonator in there.
Walks out.
rolls. That's a good move. But
Yeah.
I mean, Fennec
That's-
just in that moment shows her worth.
I was gonna say
She
that's
shows
her way.
skill.
That's her way.
He's in there
Yeah.
like Batman.
She's an assassin. Yeah, she's
Stringing people up.
she's a ninja.
And I mean, the other side that actually does, which I do like even better, is it's like Boba doesn't even need to respond to any of you.
No.
He'll send me.
yeah, they're not important.
I'll say, you're
they're
not important enough
Yeah.
for Boba to kill you.
Right.
Yeah. Cad Bane was the only one important enough for him to kill.
Right.
Yeah.
I thought it was really awesome to see that. And then the other thing that I don't think people realized, you pointed this out, which is the exact right thing to point out. I wish we had seen it, but it almost makes it more terrifying that we didn't see it, is Black Chrysanthemum was completely swarmed, completely covered in Trandoshans.
Yeah.
He is dead to rights.
Transocean.
Dead.
Trandoshans.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
What did I say?
Tridoshans, I think.
Tridoshan? What did
You've
I
all
say?
been saying it
something-
wrong this whole day, but I just
Did I say it wrong too?
yeah.
Nice.
The whole
What did
episode.
I say?
You said
I think we
Trandoshans.
said Tridoshans.
There's an N in there.
Or Trandoshans.
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 Okay, my fault.
It's all good.
Respect on the name. Trandoshans.
They're slavers. Nobody cares about them anyway.
Nobody cares about their slavers. He
Oh,
is
yeah.
swarmed by them, completely covered. The next time we see him, he's dragging Pikes behind him.
Yeah, there's not even
throwing him halfway across
With
the
like a broken
street
ankle.
with a half broken leg. He's getting
Well,
shot. He doesn't have armor. He
but there's
doesn't have
not-
Beskar. He's being shot straight up.
Yeah.
There's
and
not even
That means
straggling Trandoshans.
There's not
behind
a-
him.
yeah,
There's not even like
Trandoshans, there's not
he's
even
not
a
carrying one
Trandoshan
left
with
one.
him.
Yeah, there's none left.
he killed
All of them.
all of them.
Yeah.
He got his way out of a
And not just the
Trandoshan pile.
The women and children
women
too.
and the children too.
It was
I
ridiculous.
slaughtered them all like
That is
animals.
insane.
It's
Yeah,
more
it
like
Boba.
What was
Boba's
that? The
just
women and the
like-
children?
the women and children
Like
stuck in a well.
animals?
Oh,
You're gonna get it. You're gonna get some time in the Bantha tank from here.
you're in your keep, kid.
Yeah. It's like what?
Yo, he was, and then he's still like running and
Yeah,
shooting
that was the
people
one
and-
that. So
Yeah,
he
would go
has
from
a broken
limping
leg
to
He's
running.
getting
Yeah.
lifted up by Boba. Then he's
Yeah.
running down the street. Then he has a broken leg again. He's getting shot by the Spider Walker. He gets lifted up by the mods to help carry him down the street. Then he's running again. It's like, dude, is your leg broken? Is it not broken? Are you shot?
adrenaline.
Are you, like, what is going on, man?
Wookiee adrenaline is
Wookiee,
insane.
that's some next
it's
level
just-
of That's actually
Yeah,
He's got
right.
rain flowing through his blood.
synthesized Wookiee
He's a monster.
adrenaline. That's what
That's
this is.
disgusting. No, it's just you know what it was. It's just that like when he was like, man, I don't really feel like fighting right now. Oh, I'm hurt.
Yeah.
I'm hurt. He was like, oh no, I'm gonna hey,
Well, he's like, he's out there probably. I want to leave some for somebody else to kill here.
These guys aren't worth my time.
I haven't. I've killed so many people have died by my hands.
Yeah.
By my electric hands.
My favorite line in this whole episode, though, was when it's Mando and Boba, and they're in the casino, and they're about to just like go out there, and then that guy interrupts them. But before that, he's just like, "You believe in all that Bantha fodder?" And he's like, "Yes, I do." And he's like, "All right, good." It's like, I'm gonna need you for that.
Yeah. I need you to stick to that. Keep that in mind. You told me.
Yep.
You said it.
Because Boba just could not care less about that.
And Boba couldn't care less, but he knows that means that he's got his back
he's
to
like,
the
I
end.
made a promise.
Right.
I honor it.
Good.
Boba's like, good, because I don't really honor much
like,
anything.
It's just going to be kind of me out there. And kind of
But
old, so.
But Boba's got a new code. Boba is like,
Yeah,
these
he
are my
has.
people. I am not abandoning them.
It's a family code.
And he has to be reminded of that several times.
Right,
The mods the Fennec reminds him. The Mamods remind him. Like he's ready to hole up in Jabba's palace.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, he said, I'm not used to this. I don't know
Right.
what to do with, like, he's like, I don't know what to do with all this.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, recognition and,
Yeah,
praise or whatever. And she's like, well, if it's not us, then who is it?
At the end of the episode.
If it's
Not
true.
us, then who?
It's a really good point.
Yeah. All right. So, crazy stuff. Lots of stuff happened. What was like the most explosive, like jump out of your seat moment in this episode?
Ooh. I bet all three
What
of
do you
us
think?
have different ones.
I'm sure we do because there was 100 of them. Like there was so many of them that I can think of. But what do you guys think?
I already know what yours is because
Really?
it's exactly what you asked for. You got exactly what you asked for in the episode.
Well, but that wasn't like yes. But I'm thinking of like one solitary moment because yes, my favorite part of the episode was when the battle cleared away and we got Boba and Cad Bane coming at each other and having that fight. But I think honestly, I think my favorite like oh man moment was when the Rancor grabbed the Pike and then just held him up for Boba to shoot.
Yeah.
And then just threw him halfway
Threw him,
across
like,
the city.
all the way over Mos Espa.
Yeah.
I just like I was like, what? Like
That dude
there's
flew
so many Rancor
4 city blocks.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
it's just like he's like, oh, here, Dad. And Boba
Yeah.
shoots him and he's like,
Yeah.
done. I just thought that was super cool.
Mine was the dual jetpacks
Yeah.
firing in the street. That battle scene, all the way up to just being lit up and taking bullet after bullet.
The flare
and
knee?
still fighting.
The flare knee.
Oh yeah, I mean Boba just cross shot, just out there. New knee rocket goofing. New knee rocket goofing. What?
I'm just goofing. New knee rocket goofing.
New knee rocket goofing.
You can't see our knees.
He
but
was taking people out. You saw every weapon in his arsenal during that time. It was great.
Yeah. That was sick.
That was my favorite.
How
Yeah.
about you, Harry?
That was mine.
Oh.
But, I knew he was going to take it, so I was just letting him go.
Yeah. That was.
But
I
it
mean,
just
it was
gave
such
me-
a good. I mean,
it
but the
gave me
reality
a-
is. So, oh,
is it-
my bad.
Did you go?
You go.
You went?
What?
Okay.
All right.
Oh, baby.
Oh, baby.
No, it reminded me of like the Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid.
Perfect.
Like,
Perfect.
exactly what it
explanation.
was.
Yep.
The new and the old.
Yes.
But they're both just going out there like, whatever. Send it.
Good, man.
The freaking helmet to helmet, the look, the nods, like they're.
The non-visual communication. I don't even know what to call it.
But the way they had each other's back too, like it was almost as if they
the
had been
teamwork,
fighting
the
together
teamwork.
for like ever.
Right. Yeah.
The two of them played off each other
Right.
perfectly.
Yeah.
Oh, getting to see his Mando's wrist rockets again.
The whistles.
The whistles?
Or whatever they call
Yeah,
them.
Whistling birds.
Yeah, like whistling
birds.
sparrows or
Can't
something
re-
like
yeah,
that.
it's something like
something
that.
like
It's
that.
something like that. But
Those things are
those are
sweet.
so legit.
Yeah.
They
They're probably the coolest thing in his
Honestly,
arsenal.
Yeah, it's so
honestly,
cool.
to be fair,
Boba has
I
them
don't know.
too, but like they
he
don't.
needs to start with those.
Dark Saber's better.
No.
No, take out.
Because if he did that, then it'd just be over.
Yeah, that's fair.
But those
Yeah.
the Pikes were coming out of like all the
They
woodwork.
work.
They kept
They're
coming,
just like
man.
I say, man, though, like
What?
I know we talked about like Boba's armor getting cleaned up and like being a little bit different from the original series. You
Yeah.
know? But man, does he look so good?
It looks great.
Like, when
I
he
like
walks
the
out-
matte
Well,
finish.
it's-
Yeah,
the
he's got
cleanup.
the
Yep.
flowing black tunic underneath
Yes.
it, and he's got
Yes.
the matte finish with like the extra stripes, and he's got the he just looks, and the shoulder pads look
Well,
so sick. They
what
just
was
look
dope
so
was
good.
when Bane and Boba were fighting.
Yes.
And then I noticed, like, almost immediately next to his rocket pack, there was like the Tusken Raider.
Yeah, he had it
club.
strapped. Yeah.
And he
Staff.
got that when he went back for the Rancor.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, he like loaded
Yeah.
back up.
He reloaded.
Yeah,
He's like,
he got a
I'm
new-
gonna need that.
He got
I
the
guess
new,
that.
the new missiles.
Definitely bring that.
Took him a little bit.
Definitely get another
I
rocket.
don't think I need that.
Yo,
Well, I'm gonna bring it anyways.
yo, him riding that Rancor, man.
Yeah,
with
that
the
was legit.
chain, and he's got the oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So good.
So Baby Yoda putting the
Oh yeah, you know what?
Oh,
I'll
baby,
take that. I'll
there
take
you
that
go.
part.
Go ahead. Go
He
ahead.
just said, go to sleep, and he's like, you know what? I'll go. Tom all tuckered out too.
yeah, he goes, he snuggles up next to
Like
him.
what?
Baby Yoda's almost like Hulk. It's nap time,
Snap time.
bro.
No,
Bro,
you know,
bro.
he just
Bro, it's nap time.
We
He
just did so
probably-
good.
he
But
probably
we're both kids.
Yeah,
We're tuckered
we're
out.
both babies.
he probably
check.
read his mind and was like, "This dude's just hungry, man, like me.
Yeah.
He just wants to eat
He's
stuff."
like, I hear you, bro. He dabbed him
Yo.
up real quick, and then they just took a nap.
We didn't even name that. None of us are even phased by the fact or
Nope.
surprised by the fact that Grogu makes the choice to come back to.
Oh yeah, he's
To
a
Mando.
Mandalorian.
That's something I kind of was like a little.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean,
He did it for the
we
food.
all knew it, but it was also just like we're not going to talk about
it's gonna
that.
be
I
in the
know.
Mandalorian series.
It
You
will,
know
but it's
will
also
be.
like it's
There
a
was-
pretty big deal.
It is.
The internet went
he
insane.
came
But
here for the
it's-
food.
To be fair,
He came
Yeah,
for the
Luke
food.
was just like, "Nah, you ain't
Luke was
eating
like,
it,
"You don't get to eat these
baby.
things."
I'm out."
it was
He's like, "Listen, I
too.
gotta eat,
We were
man."
led too much to it.
Yeah.
We were led.
You know what it was? You know what it
to it.
was?
What?
It was Mephisto.
Oh, clearly Mephisto.
So-
Yeah.
No, I'm saying like legitimately, it's like a equivalent to Mephisto,
Oh yeah, we were
like with
well,
WandaVision.
but it actually happened though. What we wanted
It
happened.
did, but it also like
but it
they just
didn't-
breezed by it, and then they're also just
Well, do you think maybe he stole the X-wing and R2?
no, because
No, 'cause
R2
R2
flying
flew
it.
it.
Yeah, but R2 gets into.
No, Luke was
No,
like, "Get out of
R2
my,
was
get
like,
off
"We
my
gotta
planet,
get outta here."
get out of here."
R2
but
was like, I got meetings to keep.
Yeah,
I got stuff to do
I know,
today.
but-
I always love seeing R2.
How many
It's always
times-
great.
Always
seeing
good
How
seeing
many
R2.
times-
Great seeing you.
How many
Yeah.
times has R2 like he's mischievous?
He's
Oh,
mischievous.
absolutely.
So he's just like,
He's only
oh, you want to go back
no.
to Mando? I'll take you back there. And
No.
just left without Luke.
He's
telling
only
him.
mischievous
Yeah,
to an
Luke's like, what the
extent.
heck, man?
Yeah.
Well, no, R2. If you look at the R2, he kind of dictates the narrative in Star Wars. He does what he
Well,
wants.
he's a constant.
Yeah,
that's for
but
sure.
he's a con. Yes, but what I'm saying is,
So
he
he's like,
is
I'll
only
take Grogu back.
mischievous to a certain extent.
Yeah, maybe.
He does exactly what is asked of him by both Anakin
Yeah,
and
sometimes
Luke.
Sometimes he gets into trouble and shoots oil and lights droids on fire.
That may be the
because
greatest
that's a-
episode or section of a movie
Yeah,
ever
but
to
just
be created.
think about that. I hear you
I
and
know.
I agree with you. But in
Yeah.
that moment,
Yeah, he was
Anakin
protecting.
asked him
Yeah.
to get
Just
the
unwatch
elevator
convention.
running,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, just
and the
unconventional.
reality was he had to protect
Oh, he was
himself.
watching the
He
ships
wasn't
too.
mischief.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not like Anakin told him to do something and he did the opposite.
Yeah,
he
but
did
what about-
exactly what Anakin asked him to do, but he had to protect
What
himself.
about D Squad? I think he just wants to be
Yeah.
part of D Squad.
Turn him off.
He
Thank
did,
you.
yeah.
He mentioned it. It's like, why even bring it up?
Nope.
You told me to skip it. You told me to skip it.
No one told me to skip it. You know why? Because I watched it live.
Yeah, like, why?
Terrible.
Why?
Okay, most whole,
But so my point was, we were led right up to the
Right.
place
Yeah.
where we knew Grogu was coming. They put a cockpit
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
the new vehicle
Yep.
for Grogu.
It's
You
not
knew it
droids.
was
Yeah.
for Grogu. Like, what
Yeah.
are you doing? Like, we
Right.
know this.
She admitted that she's like, I took the astromech port out so for your little buddy.
yeah,
And then
we know
Mando's
it's
like,
gonna be.
well, he's not with me anymore.
But,
Like,
but we knew
yeah,
it.
we
So
know.
like we were led to it. We knew
Right.
it was
Yeah,
happening.
we knew it was coming.
So nobody's surprised by it because it's like, oh, okay.
And we didn't get
Okay.
any more creepy, uncanny valley Luke Skywalker. Did you hear?
I was
you
that was the
hear-
best part of the episode. Not
Did
seeing
you
Luke.
hear how? Yeah, did you guys notice? Just a little quick kind of tangent. Did you guys notice how strange Luke sounded in
Yeah,
the episode?
Yeah.
Do you know why?
Yeah.
I don't
Did
know
you
why.
rewind?
I don't look at anything with Luke
Okay.
because it just pisses me
Look
off.
at listen to this. I don't know why they did this. We don't. There's no real explanation. But all
'Cause
of
they're idiots.
his dialogue
Yep.
was archival audio of Mark Hamill from that time period that they pieced together to make dialogue.
That's so
why it sounds
stupid.
That's why it sounds so weird.
Why?
Here's the deal. You know what? Okay, here's the deal.
Just bring
Listen.
Mark Hamill back in.
No.
Well, he sounds like he's like
he sounds way different.
70,000
He's a lot more gravelly.
cigarettes in.
Okay, then
No,
don't,
here's what
don't
they
do
do.
that though.
Here's what they do.
Yeah.
Listen, my wife and I last night, we just watched the J.J. Abrams Star Trek reboot, right?
Right. Okay.
Okay.
With Chris Pine.
Yeah, with Chris
Those
Pine and
ones?
Zachary
Yeah.
Quinto.
First one?
The first one. Yeah.
First one. Okay.
That, that was a great
Love
movie.
that movie.
Great movie.
Great movie.
So
okay?
is
Now,
The second one too.
Yeah, the
second
second
one
one's
with
great too. Yeah,
Khan?
with
Benedict Cumberbatch as Khan.
And
yeah.
well, also
Get out of here. That was
Spock-
amazing.
Spock
Yeah,
was in that.
Zachary
Yeah.
Quinto. Yeah,
He was
well,
in
yeah.
both.
Leonard Nimoy is time travels. You know,
Oh
the
yeah,
original
yes,
Spock.
yes,
right.
yes.
And then didn't he die
But
right after that?
He died
Yes.
after the second one.
Yeah.
But here's the deal.
Live long and prosper.
Here's the deal. They remade those, right?
Right. Yeah.
They recast all of them. Guess
Everybody.
what? Guess what? The majority of the original cast is still alive.
Yeah.
They could have tried to do some kind of weird whatever, but they recast them, and fans were like, "I don't know if it's gonna work." It's Chris Pine. It's Zachary Quinto. They're not the real
Right.
guys.
Right.
Guess what? We all loved it. It was freaking great.
Great.
Just recast Luke Skywalker.
Yeah,
Make him
Sebastian
Sebastian
Stan.
I'm
Stan.
not even.
Make him anybody. Don't freaking paste his face on and archival
I like this. Greg's
voice
getting
him.
angry.
Yeah, I know how.
Yo,
This is literally what I said like a year
yeah,
ago.
I know.
Settle.
No.
Okay.
No, because it's bad.
You're right.
It is bad.
And
I agree with you
love
100%.
Luke. I love Luke.
Snapchat
I don't,
filter.
but I hear you.
I love Luke,
No, he can.
but
he can,
I
love
don't
Lamp.
love what they're doing to
he
him.
can die
Well, he will.
or
he
come
did.
to the dark side.
He did die.
You know.
Yeah, he could. Anyway,
He almost killed
Um,
his nephew. So
how wholesome, Grogu, knocking on the window.
That was the worst timing for that
Knocking on the
statement.
window.
That was the worst timing for that
Yeah.
statement. He almost killed his nephew. How wholesome. How wholesome. There's your serial killer right there. Right there.
No, I neither deny nor confirm any of this.
and these are their stories. It's
How? But just seriously, like he's like knocking on the window, and he's like, "No,
like, all right, fine,
No.
one last time.
I want to go
One-
fast.
He
I
wanted
go
to go
fast.
I want to go fast, Dad.
I just want more Din Djarin and Grogu. I can't wait for.
He's like, hey, little
Mandalorian
buddy,
season
yeah, I
3.
miss you too. I know,
Yeah.
I miss you
It's
too.
such.
No,
So it
they're
creates.
so cute.
Here's the actual thing that I think Grogu creates that I
Cuteness.
don't know people if they realize.
Adorable force choking cuteness.
That's the thing they do realize. Dude.
Yeah, it's great.
No, the thing they don't realize is it actually makes Mando vulnerable.
Right.
Of course.
So you look
That's great.
at. Yes, I agree with
Yeah.
you. That's what I just said.
Yeah.
Okay.
You said.
That's exactly what I said.
I agree.
I want this.
You're right.
So my point with that
Yeah.
is I don't think people realize that when you saw Mando
Best.
with Boba, when you saw Mando fighting with Boba,
Yeah.
any doubt in your mind he's not surviving.
I'm sorry.
Wait,
It's
can
11
you-
o'clock at
can
night.
you
Re-say
rephrase
what?
that
Okay.
question? Even I
When
missed
he
that one.
was fighting with Boba.
When who was
right,
fighting with Boba?
When Mando
Mando
was
and
fighting,
Boba were fighting
was
together.
Yeah, when they were
Okay,
fighting.
you're making it sound like
Okay,
they're
you
fighting
made
each
they weren't
other.
fighting each other.
At what point did they fight each
Well,
other?
I don't know. Maybe you
Sometime
saw
in your
something we didn't.
mind.
I-
All right,
That's a
when they
very
were
mysterious
fighting-
place up
You're
here,
exactly-
okay?
All right. So when
Yes.
they were fighting together,
Yeah.
any doubt in your mind he's not surving?
Who, Mando?
Yeah.
Well, no,
So-
because there's
no,
a season
'cause
3 of
there's-
Mandalorian.
Fair. That's a ridiculous question. But my point with that is Mando is essentially in the armor and
Yeah.
him not taking it off. He's like almost impervious to anything.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like
He needs
with
to
the
close
I mean, he
Dark
took a
Saber.
dark saber to the leg and
Dark saber.
he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna spray
like,
this adhesive
he's-
on you."
He's completely invulnerable. So
Yeah.
there has to be a way
He needs
that
a
you
close
humanize
combat.
him.
Yeah.
That you make him vulnerable.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's with Grogu.
Right.
But then the thing about that is Grogu's actually the more powerful
Yeah,
of
he
the
can just
two.
Stop anybody.
I agree, but it's what is created in your mind is that
Yeah.
it humanizes him
Yeah.
in a way that when we are looking at him, when we're looking at him in the
Yeah.
interactions with the Watch, he is a machine. He is not a
yeah,
person.
Yeah.
But then
That is
Grogu
Death
comes.
Watch. And
Yeah.
we are talking about probably what's setting up in 3 is he's going to have to then choose between Death Watch and Grogu.
He's gonna
and
fight
it's going to
Bo-Katan.
set up.
He's gonna fight Bo-Katan. I think.
I don't know. I think he's going to fight the Watch.
Maybe.
I think they are going to gun for him. Vizsla and the armor. I think they are going to come for him.
So him and Bo-Katan will fight Vizsla.
I believe.
That'd be kind of cool.
I could see
where
that
this is
happening.
going.
That guy's a tank.
And all that
I
to be
believe
said,
that's where this is going.
Well, it's good. The good thing though is that Grogu's kind of dumb. Like when he was fighting, when he was fighting the big robot to save Daddy, right? He goes in like, and we think he's gonna like crush it or like throw it, and he pulls like one little piece
I would have
out.
loved to see him crush it like a can.
I know.
that's what I thought was gonna
That's
happen.
what I
did
but
too.
then he pulled one
a
little
single,
piece out,
like, bolt
and
out.
it made him like wobble a bit and gave
Just
him
made
enough
him
time to
fall
get
over.
away.
Yeah.
But it's like, man, if he actually knew how to control his power, like if he stayed with Luke for a little bit longer, he'd probably know how to just kind of crush the thing.
Yeah, they kind of left
Yeah,
like the whole episode was an ending, right? So it ended well.
They had a good finish.
But the ending of the ending
finish.
was kind of just like here we are.
What do you mean? Tell me more.
So Blacker sent in the moped geriatric
The mods.
Yeah,
Yeah.
people. And Fennec and
Fennec.
Bobo were all
Right.
standing around. They
Right.
made a joke and it was like, haha.
Wookiees don't
That was
share.
it.
Yeah!
Yeah,
Freeze
it was
frame.
like freeze frame.
Oh yeah,
was like,
freeze frame.
Freeze frame. It was like,
Yeah.
okay, cool, but like, okay.
I'm sure
And
there's
then
gonna be a
it's
Boba
like
season
a
too.
kind of
Yeah,
like,
we're going to get more.
oh no, it is confirmed there is, but
Yeah.
it's just like there wasn't. I don't know. Most shows try to like give you at least a little bit of something besides all elephant just in a chamber.
Oh,
That
was
is a
kinda
little
cool, though.
something.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
that's right. We should talk
yes,
about that.
I agree,
it's
but
a
like,
little
He's getting healed.
something.
Yeah.
So
He's big. Well, so he's bigger in the
Yeah,
comics.
I
His
guess you're.
character's
I
bigger
guess
I
in the
know
you are
that,
a
but,
little
like-
bit right.
So hopefully there'll be more.
so
Yeah, but are we to believe we're going to set up and he's going to be like a
Right.
villain?
no,
he's not gonna be a villain.
No,
so he's
no,
just
no,
gonna be
no,
an
no.
addition to the
Team up.
team.
Right, but
Yeah.
then what are we creating by actually showing
Nothing.
that as your point?
No,
I'm
absolutely.
reinforcing
that he's
your
not
point.
dead.
Yeah, I'm just
Right.
reinforcing
Right.
your
Right.
point.
Yeah, no,
is that,
I know
like,
you are.
So we
Okay.
don't know. We don't know what Boba 2 is going to be about. In other words, so at this point,
Right? Yeah, we're just like,
he has
okay,
expelled
we can assume
the Pikes.
Yeah, actually, we actually don't really know much about what Book of Boba Fett 2 is gonna be.
Right.
We
Yeah,
know
that's
we
true.
can. Most everyone that can assume things can assume what's gonna be happening in Mandalorian chapter or season 3.
Yeah.
But it's just like, I don't mind ending with like Grogu and him just blasting off, and that's fine. That was
Right.
typical Mandalorian ending of an episode, right?
Yo, I'm gonna
Right.
kill this fly. That's
I
around.
saw
This
it.
fly.
I know.
I
Just
saw
I
it
have
around.
to like name it for
And I
our
was gonna
audience,
chop
and I'm
it.
like,
There's
this is
two.
nuts.
Good. I know.
There's 3.
There's 3 of them.
There's 3.
There's
Where
3
are they?
flies. I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose it.
How are
I'm
they
gonna
alive?
lose
It was like
This is
10
nuts.
degrees out yesterday,
No,
or
no,
like
yeah, but
past
today
couple
was
days.
like 58.
I know.
I'm gonna lose.
They
my
only
mind.
lived for like 24 hours.
I'm gonna lose my mind. Just
Are
continue.
we all just gonna Mr. Miyagi?
I'm ready to get him.
Yeah.
I
go
actually
ahead.
used to be pretty good at doing that.
Well.
Not with a bunch of equipment around me. Anyway,
There's too much
regardless.
money.
so irregardless,
The-
I just felt like the Boba Fett section of the Book of Boba Fett, which some would say is probably should have been all of it, but we know from past 3 episodes it wasn't.
one was
Kind
more
of just
so.
ended with just like, I'm not used to this kind of respect, and then they're just like, you should be in Wookiee jokes. And then
I think the next season
Well-
is going to be all about how he leads.
How
on
he- yeah,
Tatooine.
yeah.
But do we
And
care
then
about that?
Well, it depends on who the villain is.
Yeah,
Like,
it
it depends on who
on
they
how they
bring
do it.
in.
They
as a
brought
bad
in
guy.
one of the largest crime organizations in all of the galaxy.
Yeah,
Well,
but this
oh,
might be the
wait,
time
so-
where our original theory comes back in.
Oh, what's that?
With the Huts?
That's what I was
No,
thinking.
well, the Huts are going to
the Huts are
potentially.
still
That's
out
an
there.
option.
The twins are going to come back. I'm
That's
sure.
an option.
They were only introduced for.
Yeah, they were like, oh, the Pike. But that's the thing. They were like, oh, the Pikes are involved. We're out.
Well, now the
That's
Pikes aren't.
true, but now the Pikes aren't. But
And
like
we-
he took down the Pikes, so like by
What
the
was-
transitive property, they should
Right.
definitely be more afraid of
What
him.
was our? Well, yeah, I guess. But,
But
what
they-
was our original theory?
the dark
I don't know.
Jedi
Oh yeah, the
Sith
Tuscan person
Tuscan
needs
that
to be
comes
somebody.
in
I guess.
to the situation
I guess.
in
But
on
There's no
Tatooine.
inkling there.
There's a little bit we talked about like
We got
there's
some
We
inklings.
talked about it.
that's what I'm saying.
Well, they
They
listen to us.
didn't.
But they listen to us.
I'm just saying
sometimes.
they're here with us.
I don't know, man. Well,
The
it was
force
good though.
the force is strong with them.
This was good.
No, it's
I
not.
I
It
agree.
was a good ending.
No, the whole episode was
I'm
great.
not debating that.
I'm not.
We're
Yeah,
just
no
talking
one's
about what could
debating
be.
that.
We're-
It was
we're
just the
just-
ending of the ending.
This
Yeah.
guy.
Was
Well,
just
I'm
like
Are you here?
I'm trying to wrap.
paying
I'm trying to.
attention?
I'm
no.
trying to
See,
keep
no.
us
So
on
you know what?
task.
You know what? No, it's not an ending of the ending. It's the beginning
So what's
the
setting,
new.
What how it's setting
how
up
it's
the
setting
next-
up. The setting up.
That
The
makes
setup
sense.
was
so
just
clean.
That makes sense.
It's so clean
Right.
of a finish that it's like,
It's done.
so. What's going
Well,
on?
where are we going with this?
So is Book of Boba Fett season 2 greenlit?
Thought it was confirmed.
I don't know. I haven't seen
If it's
anything.
not, then that's fine.
So in other words,
I'm fine with them touching back in
I
the
was
book
gonna
of
say,
or Book of Mandalorian.
Book of Mandalorian.
Uh,
Would that would probably be better.
what?
Well, I
Watch
didn't
where
say
you're pointing
your
there.
season was canceled. That would probably be better than if this was like the end of Book of Boba Fett, right?
Yeah.
And then Boba and Fennec and Chrysanthemum and stuff like they
Yeah.
come back in, and Mando has a reason to go back to Tatooine.
Right.
You know,
That's
so
true.
like,
I agree.
Yeah.
so maybe they just kind of come in as side characters now, and that's
That's fine.
That's it.
And I'm okay with that.
Time out. We do have one other thing that actually could play in here.
What do you got?
We have the Ahsoka series that is also going to be coming out. And we know that
Oh, yeah.
Thrawn is actually the big bad that's probably playing out in the background of all of these series.
It's true.
Yeah.
So
True.
what we're
He's behind the Pikes.
potentially what we're talking about here is
Avengers Assemble.
exactly across all of them. What we could be building towards is Thrawn.
Yeah, and we definitely
They
would,
should not do that though.
Why? Tell me
An
why.
Avengers Assemble.
No.
No.
But what he's saying is,
Star Wars isn't like that.
though,
Star Wars kind of did that with Mando, the end of the season for
I agree.
Mando.
they did.
They shouldn't have done that. They should not do that.
Well, but here's the thing, though.
Interesting.
Ahsoka.
It's not an Avengers type.
I don't think
show
Ahsoka would. I don't
storyline.
think Ahsoka would come to Boba for help, or Fennec for help. Like I don't think
No.
she would come to them. for
She
help.
wouldn't.
should go to Luke.
Yep.
she would
no,
go to
but
Luke.
time out. But time
Luke
out.
wouldn't go to Mando. Well, Luke might go to Baby Yoda.
Mike look. He might look
Mike?
for Grogu.
Mike.
He might look for.
Mike
no.
Luke Grogu.
Ahsoka may go to Mando. There's
don't
reason.
think
There's
so.
definitely reason why she would go to Mando.
Maybe.
I don't know. I think
Come
there's a lot
on.
of stretches in that, but
Yeah, it
They
could
are
be.
they're building across these series.
Yeah, they
They've
probably
just
are.
shown that.
They're interconnected. They definitely are.
They are showing the interconnection.
Yeah,
So the,
for sure.
Well,
the
yeah.
reason why
Yeah.
you show the interconnection is because you're building towards something bigger. Thrawn
Yeah.
is the only big bad out there right now that we can say that would actually
Would
be
tie
big
them all
enough
in.
to tie them all together and be
Yeah,
a threat
maybe.
large enough
I
for
mean,
them
yes.
all to go after.
Wait.
Yeah.
Is it confirmed that Thrawn is in the Ahsoka series?
No.
No,
Because
No,
Thrawn was
but-
no. But
Thrawn
it's the
was big
name
in
that was
between
brought
3 and
up.
4, though.
He was name dropped.
It was
though,
the name
in
drop
Mandalorian
from
2.
Mandalorian.
No, I know that, but
So that's the only reason why we're saying that.
But
Because
that's-
Ahsoka's looking for him.
but
That's the only reason why we're saying that. It's not been confirmed, but Ahsoka's looking for him.
None of this is confirmed.
no,
but
I
I'm
know,
just-
but like that's a big stretch
just
because
spitballing.
Thrawn was in Rebel. He came out in Rebels primarily
Yes.
in
Yes.
the
Right,
Disney
right.
section of Star Wars,
Yes.
and that was in between 3 and 4.
I'm just
Yes.
telling you what was set up
But
in
Ahsoka-
Mandalorian.
I know,
Ahsoka's
just-
looking for Thrawn. Yeah, I
That
don't
makes
know.
sense.
But we never really saw what happened to Thrawn in Rebels.
Something
though.
has to set up.
I didn't finish it. I never
No,
finished.
Think
Rebels.
about this.
So
Think about
Thrawn
this.
ends up going off his own way. We never really see what happens to Thrawn at the end of Rebels. So
But
it's
we
like
said it
he
was
could be
said
out there hiding.
if
or,
they are
like,
not
amassing.
going to change.
Yeah.
If they're not going to change the episodes that should not be named.
Yeah.
If they're going to keep those.
Gross.
The First Order was born out of the remnants
Yeah.
of the Empire.
Yeah, it could have been
The
Thrawn.
only person left large enough to actually bring that together and birth the First Order,
Yeah.
Thrawn.
Except for the Emperor sitting on the moon.
Yeah, but the Emperor
messing
is
with Star
I
Destroyers.
hear you, but the Emperor is.
So I have a good idea.
He's
what if we
weak.
put a bunch
Force
of
lightning
he's-
Star Destroyers.
But he's weak, and he needs
Yeah.
somebody to do his bidding. He's stuck on that planet.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
what does he do? He turns to Thrawn,
And
Thrawn
Snoke
is
and-
the person who does the bidding to
No,
set up
yeah.
the
Yeah,
First
I
Order.
maybe.
get where
Yeah.
that's going, but it's just like
Dumb. I don't know.
I don't know. It's just
I
kind
do
of.
want to see Thrawn in
I'm
live
with
action,
you.
though.
I'm with
do.
you. I hear all that, but I'm just saying the clean answer there is that.
Oh, but Disney loves clean answers.
I know.
Yeah, they do. All right. Well, we'll see. We'll look for those answers. That
That's
was
a
the Book
really
of Boba
good-
Fett,
that's,
guys.
That's that right there. That's a Disney loves clean answers meme right there.
His face.
Meme. A meme right there.
Make a meme out of it.
Make a GIF. A
Stop.
GIF.
No. All right, that was Book of Boba Fett, guys. Go back, watch your other episodes. on all the other episodes of Book of Boba Fett.
Check it out.
Let us know in the comments. Drop it in the comics about what you thought about this series, about what you think is going to happen next. And we'll be here to cover it whenever those episodes come out.
I want to hear your thoughts.
Yeah, we want to
Drop
hear
it in the comics.
Hey, you guys are smart. Probably smarter than us. So let us know. Like and subscribe.
Definitely
hit
smarter
that
than me.
bell. We'll see you guys next episode.